welcome. Today we're going to do some live demo of making golden milk with turmeric, and we have a farmer interview coming up and a giveaway. So we're going to head right inside and grab everything we need for today's demonstration. So golden milk is made with turmeric, and that's what we're going to make today. So I'm going to grab a few things that we need for that. And first we're going to start with some local honey that we're going to sweeten it with. We were supposed to use ginger root in our recipe, but we sold out of ginger root last minute. So I'm going to substitute with ginger spice, which will do the same thing. It's not quite as exciting. We need black pepper. I'm going to take that. If you come this way, I'm going to get, we're going to use almond milk in today's recipe. So this is vegetarian, I guess not technically vegan since it's got honey in it. And then lastly, I'm going to grab our turmeric root, which is right over here. You see we got loads of it and it looks awesome. So I'm going to grab that turmeric root. And I think that is everything that we need. We have a short little clip here of the interview that we did with our raw milk farmer, Tom, whenever he came by to do a delivery this week. So if you guys check this out, you can see and meet Tom. And whenever we come back, we'll get started on making our turmeric milk, our golden milk. Hey everybody, we are here with one of the local farmers that we work with, Tom. And he supplies our store with raw milk, which is amazing. Tom has a heart of gold and is incredibly hard worker, and he's going to tell us a little bit about the farm. So Tom, where is the farm located, and tell us about what you've been doing?
It's up near Archer, that's out from Gainesville, Florida, and it's all Jersey cows. That's been in my family for generations, for the 12th generation now. And my family has drank milk from these cows for all of my life and a lot of them's life. And
wow.
We've been all blessed to be healthy.
Yes. Well, and all of those cows, they have been passed down from the generation to generation, and you've been breeding those same ones.
Right, same ones.
And they found out after A2 milk became a thing that people looked for and cared about, y'all sent
for a DNA test on them, and then 90% of them came back as A2.
Yep. So if you're looking for A2 raw milk, Tom has that, and we have that available in our store as well. Well, yes, and he labels the milk a lot of times with the cow's name. I mean, he knows the cows by name. They know their names.
Right, perfectly. They're just as smart as people are.
Oh.
We learn a lot from them if we would listen.
That's wonderful. Hey everyone, we're back. So if you haven't learned much about raw milk, we're going to get more in depth in that a little bit later on at another episode. We do sell raw milk in our store, and it is labeled for pet ag use only, which is in the state of Florida, how you have to sell milk that has not been pasteurized. So whenever you come to the store, if you find the raw milk, it's going to have that label on it. That means it has not been pasteurized, and it is labeled that way, but it doesn't diminish the quality or the process or anything about it. It's just how we label it due to the regulations. Anyway, so today we're going to make golden milk, and you probably know this flu season has been a doozy, and several people I know, including my parents, my aunt, a friend, have had the flu, and they said it's like the worst they've ever had of any sickness. So we are going to make golden milk today for everyone who's wanting to stay well, to get better if you have already had the flu or you're having it right now. This will help you hopefully kick it a little bit faster. We have, luckily, in stock, fresh, organic, locally grown turmeric root, which looks amazing, and that's what we're going to feature today. And we're also using this almond milk that is called Swell Milk. It's an organic, locally made almond milk that we have an awesome connection with one of our guys, Robbie, who makes that for us. And so that's what we're going to use today. So you'll need a blender, a pot on like a medium heat, and we're just going to get started. So the first thing that I'm going to do is just cut up some of this turmeric root. Now, a little bit of turmeric goes a long way. So this is way too much turmeric for what we'll need. I'm just going to cut off maybe about that much, and even that's kind of a lot, but I'm just going to go for it because we're going to make sure that we get lots of this good stuff in here today. I'm making kind of a bigger batch as we go. But you see this orange color. Turmeric has curcumin in it, and curcumin is what gives you all of the awesome benefits of the anti-inflammatory, antioxidants, and it also has some really amazing effects like on your brain and on so many different systems in your body. It can actually literally help to reverse or prevent brain diseases like Alzheimer's, because it has a compound in it that basically stimulates a hormone that helps to keep your brain functioning as it should, or help to heal and repair if it's not. So it's like incredible, the stuff that turmeric can do. So we're going to use that, and it's really good for flu prevention, cold prevention, and it will stain everything kind of this neon yellow color. So beware that it's not a permanent stain, but you will kind of stain whatever you're working with there. So we have got that, and normally I would have cut up fresh ginger now, but since we ran out this morning at the store, we're using ginger spice. So we're going to take that and add that to this. So in my blender, I'm going to put in some of this fresh almond milk. Now, you can use whatever kind of milk you want. You use the milk because you have to have some fat in there. The different nutrients and things that are in the turmeric, they actually work best because they're fat soluble whenever they're consumed with some kind of fat. So whether you use cow's milk, which typically I make mine with cow's milk, you can use cow's milk, almond milk, coconut milk, whatever kind of milk you want. But the cow's milk, if you have a high-speed blender like this, don't do it on a long cycle or you'll make butter. If it's, especially if it's got the cream still in it. Anyway, so we'll take that, and I'm just gonna add our turmeric root right in here. All right, and then I'm gonna add my ginger spice, which ginger is closely related to turmeric. And if you, it also has curcumin in it, just not quite as concentrated, but since they're closely related, I'm just going to dump that right in there. They have really similar benefits, like it has the antioxidants, anti-inflammatory, anti-everything, so it will also give you a boost whenever you're trying to stay well this flu season. And then lastly, I'm going to add in some black pepper, and the black pepper is not something you'd imagine putting into milk. But the black pepper is essential because that is what is going to help you absorb the curcumin that's in the turmeric. Black pepper increases the absorption rate by like 2,000% because your body isn't naturally very good at absorbing the curcumin, but the black pepper works synergistically with that for you to be able to absorb it better. So I think I've got everything in there. I'm going to go ahead and blend this on low just for a few seconds. We already chopped up the turmeric, so it doesn't need a lot. And whoa, we'll let that go just for a minute here, just to kind of get it good and mixed up together. All right, that looks pretty good. So once you get it blended up just a little bit, again, if you're using cow's milk, especially cow's milk with cream, just don't do it for too long. I have literally made butter with mine. So now I'm going to add it. Ooh, that's really hot. I'm going to add it to a pot and just get it heated through, because that's going to make all of that kind of come out. You can see the yellow color, even from it just touching that heat for a second, gets that really kicking to kind of disperse all the turmeric into it. And so it becomes almost more like a latte. It's like a frothy milk spicy latte. So we'll let that cook for just a second to let it heat up and heat through. And while we're doing that, get this over here. Whoops, fix this. I'm just going to put the honey into this glass. So I didn't add honey on purpose to the pot, to the golden milk, because raw honey, which is what we have here, has a lot of natural enzymes and different things in it that whenever you heat it above 90 to 95 degrees, you start to kill some of those off. Our honey is kind of thick because it's cold this morning again. So I'm just going to add it directly to the glass so that it doesn't get quite as hot as it would in the pan. I'm going to put, I don't know, about a tablespoon. You can put however much honey you want. It's going to just kind of take the edge off of the spiciness that's in the drink, as well as add some extra benefits, because raw honey is really good for people who are suffering for allergies. So if you want to start inoculating yourself now, since spring is coming up, you can add in a little bit of honey to your regimen every day, and then hopefully by the time we start to get all the blooms and stuff, you won't have too crazy of allergy reactions. But it's also natural antifungal, antibacterial, anti-everything. So it's super good for you. We have that down in there. And the turmeric root, or the turmeric milk, is just about finished here. You can see it's looking nice and frothy. It's getting a little yellower, and it's just heated through where it's starting to steam. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and take it off before it gets too hot. And then I'm just gonna pour it right into the glass here. You can see it kind of looks like a latte. It's pretty appealing. All right. And so there you have it. There's our golden milk, also known as turmeric milk. It's just got a few ingredients. I would definitely recommend you guys try to drink this at least a couple of times a week, especially if you're around a lot of people who are sick, or you're trying to stay well, or you're trying to get over the flu yourself. Let me give it a little swig. And it is really, really good. It has a little bit of a kick to it. So it's not really too sweet. It's kind of spicy because it's got the ginger and turmeric, but it's delicious. So this is what we made with our locally grown turmeric root this week. And if you use the hashtag the pharmacy plate, you can share your recipes of what you're making with turmeric root or any of the other ingredients that you find at the pharmacy. And if you guys stay tuned after this quick break, we'll show you how to use the pharmacy plate, but we're going to do a giveaway coming up next. So here's this quick clip, and we'll be right back with our giveaway. Hey guys, Kathy from the pharmacy here. You've asked us for recipes, so we decided to start a community-sourced e-cookbook. Next time you make a dish with any ingredients from the pharmacy, just snap a pic, add the recipe in the description, and use hashtag the pharmacy plate. Want to find a recipe? Just search for hashtag the pharmacy plate. Use recipes and share recipes from people in your community with food sourced from your community. So we're back, and we're going to do this week's giveaway, or we're going to tell you about it. Last week's winner was Urellus Cartagena. She won the locally made ghee clarified butter. And this week we're going to give away this big honey bear of your choice of flavor. This one is the spring wildflower. So again, if you want to kind of get started with the honey for the upcoming spring season, this would be good for that. So all you have to do to enter the giveaway is comment on this video. And if you comment on the video, you can say whatever you want at any given time. We're going to do a drawing next week. So stay tuned next week. We'll do the drawing also live and announce the winner with that. And so I think that's about it. We appreciate you guys tuning in. We're going to be here every single Saturday morning doing some kind of fun recipe, getting more input from some of our local farmers and makers. And we really appreciate you guys stopping by. I hope that you stay well, enjoy the golden milk recipe, and we'll see you guys next weekend.